Okay, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Okay, not there. No, you're very cute. Hi. So that's an interesting way to introduce a video. Um, I haven't had much time to actually sit down and type, and I have all these thoughts circulating in my head, and I haven't been able to actually write them down because when I get home, it's late at night, and I'm tired from work, and early in the morning, I'm tired from just waking up, and then I have to go to work. So it's like, when do I have time to do anything? But a video is easy. It's quick. Um, so I'm gonna do that. Great intro. So while my cat is over here being a nerd and rolling around on the bed, oh my god, you really want my attention, don't you? Um, I figured I would talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. And once you hear the topic, you'll probably understand exactly what why it's been on my mind. Now that you can see my face. Uh, to start things off, you guys know that I'm pagan. You guys know that I don't really. Wait, do you know that I don't really like Wicca? I don't know if you know that. Um, and I'm gonna go into the reasons why. I am gender fluid. I wake up some mornings and I'm male, and some mornings I wake up and I'm female. Most mornings I wake up and I'm something else that isn't really defined in our culture. Um, and so most of the time I'm okay with the lovely facial hair. But I also have a medical condition that's in some circles considered in some circles in some circles. Okay, come here. You want my attention, you can just come over here and be in my arms. In some circles it's considered an intersex condition. Not that I have the oh, sorry, I'm actually allergic to cats. It's mild, it just irritates my eyes, but I don't have what most people would consider being intersex, but I do have masculine traits in addition to being physically female. So I really, really, really don't fit Wicca. And I need to really clarify, I don't hate people that do practice Wicca. I don't dislike you. I don't think less of you. I just think that there's a part of me that thinks that if people who followed Wicca to the letter of the law, and I know there's some people who bend the rules a little bit. And again, sorry, my cat is making my eyes itch by coming up here and being all over my face. Um, I think that if they knew somebody who didn't fit that binary at all, or who rarely fit that binary like me, they might think differently about it. They might wonder why they are following this, or they might modify it, I don't know. There's been ways to suggest modifying it, so that it's more inclusive. And it's it's a result of Wicca having been started in a time when it was largely considered that people were always male or female. There was no consideration that somebody could be other. you know. And I think that was largely due to the fact that even just being transgender was wrong. Somebody who wanted to be the exact opposite of their physical attributes. And that was considered evil or wrong. And so somebody who went completely outside that, first of all, they wouldn't have any frame of reference, let alone the ability to explain it to people. They would just think that there was something wrong with them. And that's actually what a lot of people back in the day wound up having happen to them. They were sent to asylums to just be interred there. And that was all they got, you know. There was no consideration for them as a person. Or that there might be something chemically going on, or that there might be something DNA going on, something that's more than psychology, something that's more, sometimes there's just something spiritual going on that causes this disparity. And it's not a negative spiritual, it's not a, oh, you're far from God kind of negative spiritual. I'm talking about like their spirit is male while their body is female kind of disparity. Um and and I need to clarify something. I don't know if I've ever told anyone that I came from a Christian background, that my background is extremely Christian. Um Seeing that my dad is a pastor. That's something else I wanted to talk about, actually. So I should probably save that for a different thing. Or I guess if you want to listen to me ramble, no, I'm gonna save it for a different thing. Um, oh, cat, why? I'm trying to do a video and now my eye is just, oh. Also, my voice is really messed up. I'm allergic to bleach, and I got a very large helping of bleach fumes at work, so um in essence, I like the concept of a duality. In essence, I would like it in a fiction story. But considering who I am, having the idea that some people believe that there is only two, and that maybe some people switch between the two, and some people are both, they don't ever consider that there can be somebody who is outside of that, who is neither male or female. They call that a lack of gender, but some people don't consider it a lack of gender, but a different gender entirely. This is something that I feel deep in my soul. When I was a Christian, it was something that I really fought with at first, and then I read into the scriptures more and figured out a way that it worked with my Christianity. And I always was a very accepting person. And I often had experiences that most Christians would say, oh no, God doesn't do stuff like that, you know? So I've rambled on a bit too much at this point. I might just stop this video and then make another video because I have another topic I really want to talk about. Basically, I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Wicca? and the idea of a gender duality. And do you think there's room for people who don't fit that duality? How do you think that there's room for people who don't fit that duality? And if you don't think there's room, do you think that it is still a moral religion to follow? And why do you think that it's still a moral ritual or religion to follow? I'm really curious to see your answers to this. And thanks. Bye. Oh, I should probably have an outro of some kind. Nah.